Stencils for spray paint. Materials: paper, sturdy, X-Acto knife, box cutter, printer, Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, or anything similar. Spray paint, gloves, optional, tape, optional, cardboard, it's spraying on fabric. Step 1. Design your stencil. Open up closed spaces like in the letters O or D in order to keep the closed counter in your design. There are also stencil fonts you can download on Google Fonts or DaFont. Just Google stencil fonts and stuff will show up. Step 2. Print out your design. If you want to save ink, I recommend changing your stencil design to gray and printing on a fast and economic setting. You're going to be cutting out the parts with ink anyway, so the print quality does not matter as long as you can see your design. Try printing your paper between 20 pounds to 60 pounds. You want your paper to be sturdy enough for it to withstand spray paint, but you also don't want it too thick, or you will have a harder time cutting out your design. Step 3. Cut out your design. Use an X-Acto blade or box cutter. The sharper your blade, the better your cuts will look. I recommend cutting curved pieces in sections. It puts less stress on your blade and your cuts will be more accurate. Step 4. Lay your stencil flat against the surface you are working with. The flatter the stencil, the cleaner the edges of your design will come out. You can always play with variation in having some parts of your design cleaner than others. You can also tape the stencil flat, or you can use your free hand while wearing gloves to hold it down. If you are spraying on fabric, use something with a flat surface, like cardboard, to stretch the fabric over to get it as flat as possible. Step 5. Spray the stencil in a sweeping motion to get an even coating. You don't want to spray too much in one area, or else the paint will pool and bleed under the stencil. Depending on the spray paint, you will have to test on what distance to spray at. If you don't want your stencil to have borders, cover areas of the surface you don't want to get dirty. You're done. If you want to use a stencil again, let it dry first. The coat of spray paint will protect your stencil once it dries, making it sturdier.